Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, the 31st of August. Wow, where did the summer go? Well, I know where the summer went. Cruising down the water. Anyways, just heading south now. I'm about 40 miles north of Chicago. Hope to hit Chicago on probably Monday or Tuesday. Have a reservation down there to put the boat in a marina for a week, and when I got to drive back for a wedding in Toronto, and also or Guelph area, sorry. And maybe pick up some solar panels along the way. We'll see how all that goes. So a couple more days. Today is a beautiful day. Just spent 3 days at anchor near Racine, which I found out is not a small town. It's about 80,000 people. One of the followers mentioned that. So I went through that town just a little bit just for a jog and didn't do much else. Had an interesting surprise last night around 11 o'clock. Bright lights flashing and blue lights going, and it was the Coast Guard. They were stopping in just to say hi, do a wellness check. They had thought I'd been there for 4 days, or somebody had made a comment, I guess. It was only 2 days, actually. So it's good to know that they do check up on people. So they called it a wellness check, and that was the end of that. So that was good to have. Anyways, so the other thing I did, for today, I've got 51... What do I got here? 51.9 volts, only 15% or so of battery left, but I've only got another 12 miles to go before I get to my next stop. Hopefully get an anchorage there for the night. The weather tomorrow is not supposed to be very nice, but today it is absolutely gorgeous. Got a very slight wind out of the west, and otherwise it's very nice. Tomorrow is supposed to be a nasty north and west winds. We'll see what comes out of that. And sit tight, most likely we'll see. So while I was in Racine at anchor, I got a couple things done. So down there is a little hose you'll see, and that's for cleaning the mud and stuff off the anchor when it comes up. Well, that was all ripped out of the engine compartment when I did the renovation and the gutting and pulling all the engines out, so I haven't had a washdown pump since then. So I tried a 120 volt pump I had and put it on there, and it didn't give enough pressure. And it was for a heat pump, so it just lots of flow from it, but not enough pressure. Then I forgot all about the fact that I had a 12 volt washdown pump from when I ripped the boat apart. Well, I put that back in, wired it up, put it onto a breaker, a 15 amp breaker, and it works beautifully. So I have a washdown pump, so that's good. The other thing that I did while I was there is I got a whole bunch of these wooden pucks here, holes, you'll see that. So what that is in the swim platform, I had put a bunch of holes in the swim platform to relieve the pressure, because as the boat rocks up and down and around a 3-foot sea, that swim platform hits the water pretty hard. So little 1.5 foot or so shoots of water come flying out of those holes when it hits hard. So it wasn't really enough. So I added another 10 or so on that side, another 10 there under the dinghy. So now when it slaps into the water, it should be fine and not damage it. What I did notice is that with all that banging back and forth, these pipes that I put in last year to support the swim platform, mostly for weight, also does a great job of taking up that shock as it snaps in. And I thought that at one point it hit so hard, I thought it loosened them off, but it did not. So they are nice and solid, so the extra holes are just there for fun. The other thing I did is I took the dinghy out with the electric motor the other day. That was a nice little jaunt out into town. Just put it on the beach and then went for a jog. So that's about it for today. Beautiful weather. I'm getting 3.78 knots out of this thing with only 870 RPM because they've got a little bit of a following wind now. So that helps speed things along. So that's it from the bridge. I'll ring you later. Have a good one, and we'll see what the weather's like tomorrow.